Hi guys, I'm Annabelle, and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Animated. This is a Disney game, and it's a little bit like Mystic Veil, if you know that game, where it has those cards that you can see through, kind of a deal. So let me show you what's in the box. So I'm a fan of Disney, and this game popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. I mean, it's a Disney game, and I do like those, like I mentioned, those cards that kind of used to see through. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in a minute. This is a 2 to 4 player game, which I know you guys know that I try to stick to solo games just because it's easier to get them to the table. However, this is a cooperative game, so I'm hoping that because it's co-op, I can play it alone. Which I don't know why they didn't include a solo mode on this one, but it is what it is. So yeah, and you're making a movie, so that's why this looks kind of like a movie, kind of, does it? Sure. And then in the back, these are the cards I'm talking about that look really cool when and I thought it was a little different, to be honest. I thought you could actually like make your film the way you want it and customize it, but I do believe that it's very linear. Like it tells you where to place all these cards, which wasn't happy to see. But I guess because they're see-through, you can put them on your set, on your movie set, and you can see the back of the set so they don't cover it. I think that's why they did it like that. But we're gonna look at it together. It's a 20-minute per player game, so with 2 people, it should be about 40 minutes, which is not bad. It's pretty medium-sized game, or even short, if you want to call it that. I would have preferred 30 minutes, but we'll go with 40 because we can't do anything about it. So there's 5 classic films. I know there's Aladdin, there's Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, and I'm not sure what the rest of them are. Oh, it looks like Snow White. But let's open it up. So, what is your favorite Disney movie? I mean, of course, we're not counting Star Wars because if we could count Star Wars, then there's no debate there. For many years, my favorite Disney movie was The Little Mermaid, and then I kind of like thought about it and thought about all the messages that were in that movie. And, I don't know. So I switched to Beauty and the Beast, which still there are some messages there that I don't enjoy. Like I'm like, no, oh, okay. Well, before I put this away, it has a little bit of art. I don't think that this is going to be needed in the game, but there it is. All right, and now moving to the insert, we have the manual, and whatever we accomplish belongs to our entire group, a tribute to our combined effort. And that's from Walt Disney. And we have a couple of tokens here, and these are the see-through cards. And let's see, we have more cards over here, and more cards over here. And is there something in this little box? It won't let us take it out. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, so these are our movies, I guess. So there's Snow White, Aladdin, 101 Dalmatians, Fantasia, and Alice in Wonderland. And then there's a couple of tiles. And I'm guessing this is the board. Do you open up, sir? No, you don't. You're just, that's it? Really? You don't open up? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be our board. I was going to say, like, really? They just included a quote. We have our villains here, a couple of boxes, apparently. Yeah, and are we now? Oh, this is stuck together. That's why. And there's nothing in there. So, you know what? There's nothing down there. Okay, so let's take a look at the rule book, and then we'll go over the components if I can put this back together. All right, so I like this. I like this old picture that we got going on here. And there are the components, the setup, studio setup, okay. Then overview, what do you do on your turn? Then I'm guessing this is explained in detail, all that you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Okay. Then the villain phase, completing your film, and end of the game. Looks pretty straightforward. Oh, some strategy tips, and then a little bit about the 5 movies. I guess strategy tips for each movie. Okay, that's appreciated if you're new. And then yes, we have a FAQ in the back. Not a quick turn like overview, but just an FAQ, which it's okay. And this is by Funko, which if you haven't seen the Funko games, they have all sorts, and you can mix and match. And I do enjoy those. There's a couple of videos on the channel. You can check those out to get a little bit more familiar with the Funko games. But this is not the same Funko game. This is definitely a game on its own, a standalone. So let's take a look at what else is in the box. All right, so this is the board, and I appreciate that they, put some art here, and then of course a quote in the back. A little closer look at that, and then if we open it up, we're going to get on one side animation deck and discard, and then selected, 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 which I'm sure has something to do with gameplay, and then ink and paint, and then on the other side we get villains, and I'm guessing this is our tracking score. Like if we get to the deadline, we are done, but I don't know. And then there's calamities on this side. Then we got a couple of these magic sound, ink and paint, animation, background, which I'm guessing is the actions that we can take. And yeah, action tile. So I guess I was right. I am not always right, but I got that one right. All right, so this is our Snow White movie set. And this is kind of what the set looks on this side. And it looks like this can be picked up. Yeah. Oh my. Well, they're really stuck in there. Let me see. Okay, I wanted to do it carefully because it was about to break. And there's numbers in the back. Yeah. And you reveal the set. I'm not sure how this all works, but it looks like it's the same, just color. So I'm guessing your goal is to put these things on as you go through the game to like to do this, like put your set together. And now, of course, I can't get it back. And there's some actions on the bottom, or something, I don't know. The prince restore one calamity card for his friends, and Snow White. All right, let's take a look at Aladdin. And I'm not going to remove these anymore because it's exactly the same on the bottom. You kind of get the idea. And then his things here: Jasmine, Aladdin, and Abu, and the magic carpet. All right, next up is the 101 Dalmatians. And here's what the set looks like. Yes, I remember this. And then we got Anita, Pongo, and Perdita, and Roger. Moving on to Fantasia. I really, I really like this art, by the way. I like simple. A little bit more colorful here, and there's the fountain and abilities on the bottom. And then finally, Alice. There's her set with her abilities. Very nice. All right, so let's move on. I'll show you the tokens next because I always like to leave the cards for last, and it looks like there's a few. Okay, let's see. These are nice. You got keep a couple bones, which I'm guessing is for the Dalmatians. A couple dwarves. A Cheshire cat. Who are you? Aladdin? I mean, the genie. There's a movie. There's some sound. And there's another dwarf. Okay, closer look at the tokens. They look really good quality tokens. I wish they would have done something nicer with these things that you could maybe at least color them in. They're just kind of boring. I mean, I understand he's mostly blue and he looks okay, but these dwarves needed something. At least that's. I mean, like look at these bones. They look so cool. So why not add a little something to the dwarves, right? Okay. I do appreciate that they have all 7 of them. They're represented. All right, I figure we'll open the big one first to see if we can figure out what's in here. So if I had to guess, there's going to be villains for each film. So we've got the Queen, we got Cruella, we got who's this? Chernabug? I don't know who that is, but sure. There's the Queen and Jafar. Dalmatians, Alice, Snow White, Aladdin. So whichever one. Oh, Fantasia. Okay, yes, that makes sense. I don't remember. I watched that movie a long time ago. So quick look at them one by one. You can check out what they do. I'm not even gonna read it. I will wait until I know what the game's all about to start exploring this abilities. But you can take a look. Bar. And it's kind of cool that everybody does something different, because that way when you play the game, It's going to feel a little different depending on what movie you're doing, because you'll have a different kind of villain with different kinds of abilities. So each game is going to feel fresh until you go through all the movies, and then that's it, right? You know what the game is all about. But it'll give you a little bit of replayability. You're going to want to play it again and again, so you get to know all the movies and what their effects are. All right, and then we have these boxes where I guess you can store stuff for each movie. Sure if that has anything to do with gameplay, but we've got Aladdin, Snow White, just a studio one, and the other three movies here. We've got some tokens. I'm guessing this is the ink on this side because it's really colorful. I'm not sure what those are. First player marker. And then, yeah, paint, 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 paint. And those stars, maybe at the starlight has something to do with this game. And I guess we have more stuff. So this is for Alice. Your tokens, maybe what you need to be doing. There's even more information on the back, unless there's two ways of playing it. I don't know. So of course we're gonna have one for each movie. This one happens to be Fantasia. You know, when I play these games and they're based on the movie, it always wants to make me go back and rewatch that movie. So I guess I have a few movies that I'm going to be rewatching soon. Okay, and then the last one. There you go. All right, so we have two decks. Let's go through the little one first because it doesn't look like there's much to it. Oh, okay, there's art. I like it. Simple, but there's art. Guessing there's stuff for each movie. Aladdin, and then Calamity cards 136, and on the other side, oh, 842. Oh, these are all bad. I didn't know that. All right. Same back. Okay, and then let's take a look at these. So we've got grit, focus, inspiration, heart. All right. Looks like a couple of. Are these the actions? Okay, and then there's a player aid. Go. I'm guessing they're all the same. So of course, there's 4 because it goes up to 4 players. Go. And then on the back of these, there's these things, which I believe are the tiles that we saw before. I don't know. Oh no, these are all animation, all same backing. All right, so I guess there's some card play involved. And the last thing in the box are the see-through cards. I don't know what they're called. Are they called see-through cards? I mean, I don't remember. They have a name even, but let's take a look at them. There seems to be quite a few. So, okay, that's not Wendy because Peter Pan is not in this movie. Who are you? I don't even know. Oh, I guess she's from this movie. Here's Roger. So 3, because that's from Aladdin. 3 per movie. Alice. Okay. And then Fantasia. That's the brooms. And Mickey. Finally, Snow White. Prince. And the girl herself. And that's it, guys. That's everything that comes in the box for animated. If you'd like to see a run through, as always, I always ask you to leave me a comment and let me know, because if you don't want to see this one, then I can just move on to the next one. But it seems like it's going to be an easy one to bring to the table. I don't think the manual is super complicated. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. Let me know if you want to see it. Don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys on the next one. But until then, may you play more games.